Welcome again. We are going to start you off today sharing one of her own original pieces. It will be our student presenter, senior Sara Lewis.
Hi, as he said, I'm Sara Lewis, and what I'll be reading today is the first couple of pages of my novel, Meetings and Mirrors. So here it is. It happens while she is sitting in a cafe with her friend and enemy sitting across from her. Lauren has been cruel to her since they were children. The brown-haired, tan-skinned girl with brown eyes has never once looked upon her without judgment, hatred, and her eyes have always been shrewd and far too knowing for a child. She used to shy away from her for that. To some degree, she still does. Because Lauren doesn't just hate her, she hates the rest of the world too. But the brown-haired girl believes that kind-hearted people, the few who exist, are the only thing right in a world that she hates, and that all others should burn. May disagrees. People are broken and flawed creatures, but they try. Even so, people are liars. She herself is one, and she prides herself on that. Lauren stares calculatingly from over the rim of her cup, steam wafting off of the smoldering liquid and swirling in front of her eyes. May doesn't think that brown eyes suit her friend, enemy, because brown is warm and earthy and alive. Cold silver or black eyes, full of dark emptiness and apathy, would suit her. But nevertheless, May is the one with silver eyes set in a pale face with blonde hair flowing around her shoulders and down her back. Earthy, natural, warm, and everything she wants to be and everything she is in spirit, concealed in the lie of flesh. Lauren's hair is wavy and short, cut to her chin in jagged layers that are usually visible. This is the first time that May has seen it in its natural state for 3 years. Lauren is the only one who wants to be a liar, the one who wants the earth to burn and make way for embers and ashes. It happens when they are sitting in a cafe across from their worst enemy and best friend, when the angels appear. May immediately feels a shift in the air, the crackling of electricity down her spine, the brush of ozone against her skin, and the smell of burning gasoline in the back of her throat and rotting in her lungs. She feels him behind her before he announces himself, or Lauren's eyes can shoot disgustedly towards his face. May simply pushes the Earl Grey tea that she's ordered for him in front of the chair at her left and continues staring at Lauren. Her angel does not move. Lauren doesn't acknowledge the presence of the second angel, her own angel, standing behind her in any way, and May tastefully ignores the other as well. She holds nothing against Lauren's angel personally. She doesn't really know him. She's not blinded by their hatred of their ideals. Lauren's angel senses the smell of rain in the air, the feeling of gravity pressing down so forcefully against every molecule of their beings that there is nothing in the world to deny his power, except for his brother who is standing on May's left side. It happens when they are sitting in a cafe across from each other, and their angels appear, and no one notices, and the apocalypse begins. When he appears to her for the first time, she is 14 and she is sure she's dreaming. It wouldn't be the strangest thing she's ever dreamt of, by far, but if she does dream of a man, he's usually gorgeous, her age, and helping her to fight her way out of mortal peril. This man is none of those things. He's quite clearly in his late 20s or early 30s, a good decade and a half her senior. He's not hideous or ugly, just normal looking. He's got brown eyes that crinkle softly at the corners when he smiles in an endearing way, and brown hair, a light dusting of stubble over his chin, and a crooked smile. He looks so normal, standing in the middle of her assumedly dreamed room in gray tennis shoes, jeans, and a light blue cotton tee. His hands are in his pockets, and he almost looks sheepish. He's not helping her save the world from mortal peril. This isn't a normal dream for her. But maybe there is something dangerous in this man, the normal man of average stature, because he fills the room with electricity and something that has her burning and shivering and frightened. This normal man of average height and the overwhelming presence speaks to her for the first time in a dream, standing in the middle of her bedroom, and his voice carries soft and sweet and assured. and something in her already knows that she's lost, even though she doesn't know what yet. Hello, May Tyler. She doesn't know his name, and doesn't care how he knows hers. After all, it's just a dream. I'm afraid that I need your help. Part of her mind wants to tell him, yes, of course, anything. Her lips do differently. What do you need from me? What would she have to sacrifice to give it to him? How much has she given already for everyone else around her? Isn't it time she could be selfish for once? I need all of you. I need everything you have to offer, and yet still more that you don't. The sheepishness in his expression becomes more defined, more complete, when his hands slip from his pockets and are spread openly at his sides, pointed towards the ceiling. A gesture as if to explain how large his expectations of her are. I can't give you what I don't have, and you're unwilling to give me what you do. His smile has already melted off his face at the time of his request, and now he looks at May with a soft sadness and understanding eyes. I'm sorry. She doesn't like the idea of hurting this man, or of letting him down, and averts her eyes as she picks at the comforter pooled in her lap, and listens to his quiet footfalls as he approaches her bed. His hand of average size with a piano player's fingers rests on her head, and the fingers brush through her hair for a moment, before his lips press against her forehead briefly. Who are you? She stares at his feet as he leans over the bed like her father used to when he tucked her in at night. My name is Lucifer. His tone is apologetic. She isn't religious, she never has been, never will be, but the name still should have scared her. For some strange reason it doesn't, and all she can do is look up at him and smile. Thank you.